Hello lovely people, please if you're new to the channel, kindly subscribe, leave a comment, like the videos and also share the videos. Today we'll be diving into a serious news regarding Ghana's 2024 election, the one that will be taking place in December 7th. Mustafa recently, a member of the NDC, Mustafa, made a statement that has sparked conversation. He emphasized that the NDC does not plan to incite violence during the election, but warned that if any of their members, if any of the NDC members are harmed, there will be consequences. Yes, the man didn't shy away from saying that, and he wasn't afraid of voicing it out. Please, we won't waste much time. There is a video of Mustafa saying it, so let's just go straight to the video and listen to Mustafa. After that, we will break it down as we always do. Stay with us.
More one village, one dam, one district, one factory, 1 million per constituency. Agenda 111 and Nameboa. Another achievement is $1 no. Akoswa could do 17.3. Sisi Asaba from Kakra. If that is an achievement, they should be proud of it. Present themselves. Nagana from Twabamon. Why are they preparing for violence? Aren't you?
Almost prepare for violence.
We are not preparing for violence. I can tell you on authority, sir. NDC have no strategy to cause violence. The only strategy we have, let's say, so NPP parliamentary candidates, and wako fanko for so many at Trasemwa. We will go after the people you have brought. We will go after you yourself. That is your strategy. I want to know. NDC won't start anything, absolutely nothing. But so can NDC ni baby or baby would have had a casualty. But I can assure you and mark my lips. What critics are there and you won't go scot-free. And Anura IGP SAT rules no very clear. Said you are no, I say not no. Or see slow Ghana for slow, say a soldier for Wabusia, or say or no IGP no commander in chief of the election. One na 2 million Nigerian no so say obetimi afra military for ababeka ho enti afi we about no apenyo makin awa na adwen say we dey soldier for kunhunhu afutufu
what can I say me pese you personalize bibia aka say bia obi di soldier ni bi ko bibi say wo bibia betimi
sa journalist soldier for no bonu afutu na nya UTV
Meba say ye biribi mpo na asia menim say mo wo appropriate quarters ambochi bi akosantia ye nyane because wo kan say bi sisi say IGP na the commanding officer in chief of the election and ti say bibi ni na somati say bibi be koso bibi e basaba say bisia why then don't mo fan come IGP say IGP
exactly that was what I was going to say sir. Okay obi a why na adwen say wo dey soldier for kunhunhu obi no ye be ma police for achieve police for ni ho a yeah, but should work on police for.
Yeah, citizen vigilante and citizen arrest.
Okay. So who create ya? You be ma mranti a omo di trade rule actual.
Trade rule.
Of course.
Hey.
That is a strategy of the NDC.
Okay.
And a two. Young Kobe bi ni akoka say. Wo hu say NDC aid nkunim te wo ko ballot box. Eno no ye krono so ye chew. Conforce ye chewa ye de ukwa den ye de ukoma police for so wu dwane a ye pe bibia e betimi ade e de achew ti eni eduru a ye de be chewa ye be taw na achew na ye tame to contain you na de ukoma police for to obi ntimi nkofa ballot box and a 3 so woni yakwako hayo se kofa krante kofa etruo na ko tututu of polling station na nkrofo ndwane Ghana for say dey wo mo ho ache wo no wo mo ko ba bia o edu a wo ko no ye ba chew ba ku bienu bi de obeku won but miensa so no be chew so I beg the NPP yam first sumdwe for the first time yam first sumdwe emfa kwa battle President Mahama Esemuni President Baumia Esemuni adanboa abusi akrodo a Ghana force say ye be hwe obi a obi mpuntuo e be breman.
So after listening to Mustafa, We all know the 2024 election season in Ghana is already showing signs of potential tensions as political parties gear up for what promises to be a heated race or heated competition. So Mustafa, this prominent member of the NDC, made this kind of statement, and it has stirred a significant conversation while emphasizing that the NDC does not have plans to incite violence. Mustafa issued a stern warning to the NPP and any other political party, and also any kind of group who plans to uh, bring or who plans to cause violence or chaos during the election, stating that if any harm is caused to NDC members, there will be serious consequences. He's saying that NDC is not they are not inciting any kind of violence, and they are not trying to put any kind of mindset bad or any kind of influence that will make their people bring violence during the election. But mind you, if you attack any of them or if you bring harm to any of their party members, they won't sit idle. That's what the man is saying basically. So I understand the situation whereby he's saying the NDC is not trying to incite violence, but they will protect themselves if you come against them or if you come at them. So that's what the man is saying. So in this video, we will take a closer look at the implication of this statement, its potential impact of the on the 2024 election, and the broader political atmosphere. During this recent address, Mustafa clarified that the NDC was committed to a peaceful election process. However, he warned that any violence or aggression targeted at the NDC members by the NPP or whoever, PPP, whoever would not go unanswered. And mind you, I don't want to use one political party. Although he mentioned Afenyomakin's name, I don't want to uh, put concentration on just because on Afenyomakins or the NPP just because he mentioned his name. We all know how Ghana politics is. It's just the biggest two parties, the NPP and the NDC. So definitely he will point fingers at the NPP, and the NPP too will point fingers at the NDC. But they are not the only political parties that can bring violence or cause violence, or not just political parties can do this. There are groups who can do these kind of things. So mind you, I'm not going to point fingers. He expressed that while the NDC does not seek to provoke violence, the party would take actions if their supporters are harmed in any way. This rhetoric suggests that Mustafa is preparing for a potential escalation political conflict and wants to make it clear that the NDC will not allow their members to be mistreated without repercussions, which means the NDC, there's this rumor going around that political parties have been training people, the NDC making allegations against the NPP that they have been training vigilantes and what. And the NPP to pointing fingers at the NDC that they have been training vigilantes and this and that and that. Right now, as you're listening to what Mustafa is saying, as calm as he said it, although he's saying they are not inciting violence, but he's trying to tell the NPP that although we are not all the other political parties or any other group that although we are not here for violence, but if you bring violence or if you attack us, we are ready to defend ourselves. That's what the man is saying. Mustafa's warning comes at a time when political tensions are rising across Ghana. That's the funny thing. Elections, especially in countries with competitive political system like Ghana, often comes with heightened emotions and violence. And violence can occasionally erupt between supporters or rival parties. The NDC and NPP have a long history of rivalry. We all know that, and the approaching of 2024 elections are expected to be no different. With both parties mobilizing their supporters and preparing for the campaign trial, the stakes are higher than ever. We all know that the stakes are higher than ever. Even this started before we got it this year, 2024, the election year. We all know how the NPP and NDC have been in this country, pointing fingers, propaganda, this and that. But Mustafa's statement focuses on defending the NDC supporters. Let's make this clear. He is not inciting violence. His statement focuses on defending the NDC supporters. It also underscores a deeper concern about the overall safety and security of the electoral process. As election day approaches, many political analysts are worried that inflammatory statements or action from other side could escalate into violence, particularly in regions with a history of elected-related unrest. The fact that Mustafa has issued such a warning indicates that both parties are on edge, and the environment could become more volatile as the election draws near. And the fact that IGP came out and issued this kind of statement about how he is going to handle the election peacefully. He's going to take control over everything, and the military are not supposed to come until he tells them to come. Actually, calms people down. Yeah, the IGP coming out to talk about all these things calm people down. Because especially me, I was worried about how things were going. People talking about how the NPP training this militia group and the NDC also training these militia groups. So I was kind of worried. Say, if I go to the voting center and meet these kind of people and violence occurs and something happens to me, bro, I'm young. So I decided not to even go to the voting center to vote. But IGP coming out to say all these things has really eased the tension. So what Mustafa is saying is also true, but I can't really say that he's inciting violence. He's not. Just listen to what the man is saying and don't just take the words out of context. Some people will just break it down and take the party saying we will not sit around or we will not just be idle whilst you are doing this and that. He said they are not inciting violence, which means you can protect yourself, but don't be the one who instigate or who instigate or who attacks someone else. Just be ready to protect yourself. It is important to distinguish between a call for violence and a defensive stance. While Mustafa's words might be seen as a form of posturing aimed at showing strength and determination, it is also a signal that the NDC is not willing to let their supporters suffer without responding. We've seen some before 2020 election. The NDC claimed that the NPP used their militia, and the military and the police to cause chaos and hurt their people, violence and other stuff. However, such rhetoric can easily be misconstructed. That's what I'm saying. So, what the NDC or Mustafa is saying is that they are ready to protect you guys. They are ready to protect the NDC members, protect the voters. But that doesn't mean that you should also go there prepared to do anything, something bad that will destroy your future. And this is a delicate moment for both parties to remain cautious in their public statements. So Mustafa, well, it was right to assure your people that you are ready to defend them and they should feel at ease, but you should have picked their words carefully. As Ghana prepares for the 2024 elections, it's crucial for all parties, including the NPP and the NDC, to prioritize peace and stability. The country has rich democratic traditions, and it is the best interest of the people that the elections are conducted peacefully, with respect for the law and human rights. Well, political leaders and their supporters must work together to ensure that tension do not boil over into violence. Because I know Muhammad loved peace, and Baumia also love peace. Alan Martin also preach peace. It's all about peace. It's all about one country, Ghana. Ghana first, not any political party first. There's no any leader first. No matter how much you love a particular party, doesn't mean you have the right to pay thanks. Excuse my language. And that the will of the people is respected in a fair and secure environment. The party leaders must ensure all these kind of things. Because Mahama have the power and Bawumia also has the power. Alam has the power. Cheddar has the power to cool down his boys. And I believe when the leader of a political party, or flag bearer of a political party, the respected person, the one they voted for to lead them, speaks to his people, his or her people, they listen very, very carefully, very, very attentively, and they pay heed to him because of the respect and the trust they have in that person. So I'm just suggesting that these people, the Alan, the Baumia, the Muhammad, the Chedes should all preach about peace and this and that to their people. Although they can ensure them that they will be safe, and that's a matter. They must ensure that they will be safe so that they all come in their numbers to vote. If I'm going to vote and I know I won't be safe, why should I go? After all, after the man going gaining office and all that, even he wouldn't even know that I voted for him. And look at where I stay. The road has been untarred for so many years, and the people there also vote. So even after voting for the person to come to gain power, he might not even do anything for my community. So if I'm going to a place that's not safe, why should I go just because I want to vote? I'm a Ghanaian, it's my right. But if you ensure that ensures that we'll be safe, protected, peaceful, everything will be credible, this and that, I'm sure Ghanaians will come out in their numbers to vote. So please, please, and please, you must all ensure that also. But the kind of words you choose to use must also be we must also be mindful. Mustafa's recent statement sheds light on the growing political tensions in the lead up to Ghana's 2024 election. We get that. But the NDC insists that they seek a peaceful election. The warning to the NPP highlights the underlying concerns about violence. As Sami Jamfi said, the NDC, they are using the military, they are using this and that. I believe that's why Mustafa made this kind of statement, because they believe the NPP is prepared to do anything. So they are also telling them they are also prepared to protect their people. As citizens and stakeholders in the democratic process, it is our collective responsibility to demand peaceful and free election, ensuring that every Ghanaian voter has the opportunity to exercise their right without fear or harm. As we watch the political scene unfold, let's continue to advocate for calm and respect and remind our leaders of the importance of maintaining peace in the face of rising competition. This December 7th election will be a crucial moment for Ghana, and it's up to all of us to make sure the process remains peaceful and democratic as possible. Well, if you find this video informative yet thoughtful approach offering context for Mustafa's statements, please kindly subscribe, leave a comment, like this video, and also share the video. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.